on to the next one for the youngest Ravena to play for Ateneo. Dani Ravena is now looking forward to the next chapter in her career after her time in blue and white came to a close last week. Dani's UAAP run ended when Ateneo lost to Salle in the second and final game of the stepladder semis on Thursday. That means this also marked the end of the so-called Ravena era in Ateneo. And now joining us to go all out on this story is the youngest Ravena herself, the Libero-captain of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, Daniel Therese Ravena. Binuo talaga yung full name.
Hello everybody, good morning.
Dan, baby girl tawag ko sa'yo eh. Kasi nakita kita, I mean, not baby, pero little girl ka pa lang nun. Thank you again, Dani, for agreeing to do this, for being here on the show. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a great career. It's been, what, 4 or 5 days since...
Yeah.
5 days, no?
Last Thursday.
That's right. So Thursday, napabilang ako 5 days since you played your last UAAP game. How are you feeling first? Nag-sink in na ba? Is it more of mixed emotions or relief na finally tapos na ako, graduate na after all those? It came by so fast in my eyes kasi parang it seems like it was just yesterday na freshman ka starting your UAAP career and then now, captain, tapos na.
Yeah, of course, definitely mixed emotions. I think hindi pa siya completely nagsisink in. Maybe I'm still in denial that I will definitely miss Ateneo and playing for the blue and white. But right now, it's more on me enjoying family time kasi sakto rin na both brothers are here from Japan. So, you know, we're just very fortunate na sama-sama ulit kami and I'm just enjoying every moment.
That's right. Oo nga, no? Parang bihira kasi since busy ka, busy si Kuya, busy si Manong, parang busy kayong lahat. It's just...
We're all now.
That's right. Nandiyan kayo lahat sa Casa Ravena. Okay, let's go back first, Dan, to that last game. We know it was very, very emotional for you. Siyempre, do or die for Ateneo against La Salle pa of all teams, di ba? Na nabigay sa fans yun na treat Ateneo, La Salle, do or die for Ateneo. What was going through your head? Because we're looking at highlights of that game. I'm sure you, of course, you wanted a different outcome, but what was going through your mind during these moments when you were facing La Salle in that do or die? And final game for you.
Actually, since we started with the stepladder, kasi ever since nung nag-start yon, parang hindi ko na sure if you're still gonna play another or if you're still gonna train another day. Because nga, if you lose, you're out. So ever since then, parang I would just enjoy. I wouldn't really think na, we have to win, we must win. Parang for me, it was like enjoying my time with, you know, my coaches, the rookie, everyone na kasama sa team. Kasi despite na yun nga, do or die situation. Parang ini-enjoy na lang namin, kumbaga. Buhos na natin all out each and every games. Very, I'm like, when looking back, I'm very blessed na La Salle game yung last. Kasi, you know, Ateneo La Salle, you can't have it again if hindi sa UAAP. So it's very different. So I'm just very fortunate na I was able to play my last game against a very, very great team.
I like that. Yeah. And di ba, yun nga, parang kumbaga last game mo pa, Ateneo, La Salle pa, you couldn't have, kumbaga wrote a better, kumbaga yung script than that, na last game mo sa UAP was against La Salle. Again, kumbaga, you wanted a different outcome, of course, pero yung the way you treated na every game could have been your last, and then yun nga, against La Salle. It was an uphill battle for the Blue Eagles the entire season, not just for the stepladder. Diba? No. 0-3 kayo.
0-3.
Exactly. Diba? You started 0-3. So sabi ko, naku, 0-3? Defending champs? Ano ba? Tapos, unti-unti. Diba? Ginapang nyo, nag-third place. What can you say now, Dan, about the performance of your team the whole season and talk about the character of Ateneo this season?
I think everyone saw naman how talented all of the girls are, and siguro yung nakulang lang sa experience talaga at the end, and also yun nga yung 2-year na pandemic, it really, you know, affected us in a lot of ways, not just physically, but mentally also, coming back into training, having that short amount of time to really gel and be cohesive. You know, it's something that you learn through experience and you can't really force it. in a span of ilang months.
Yeah,
But, you
tama.
know, we tried our best naman talaga. And despite starting slow, 0-3, I mean, like, iba rin yung comeback ng team and, you know, learning from the rookies. You all know how talented the rookies are now. And promising lang yung team, and I'm very, very excited and hopeful na they will be able to bring back the crown in Katipunan.
Okay, so 0-3 sabi mo. Tama naman, gel and cohesiveness, alam naman natin chemistry, it doesn't happen overnight, and yung, kumbaga, it will take time to marinate, and, di ba, yung as you went through the season. Pero 0-3, bukod doon, ano sa tingin mo yung nag-click? What changed? Like for the girls, for you girls this season, to turn things around and even make it as far as you girls did?
I think what I always try to understand is, despite people counting us out because we're all young, na you know, experience in a champion team, na wala kasi a lot of our ates nag-graduate na.
Tama.
But you know, lahat kami halos magkaka-age lang. I think if not nga, we're all like 22 below. So same kami lahat ng kumbaga trip in life. So yung mga times na or activities na gusto namin para lang mapasaya yung isa't isa, we do it, and lahat talaga game and up for it. And you know, similarities within each other, and a lot of kumbaga external factors na hindi volleyball. Doon kami naging close talaga. So more than, you know, focusing, especially nung time na nag-0-3, sabi nga namin ng mga seniors, ano ba pwede natin gawin sa team? Kasi we feel na parang stress na masyado. Syempre, it's very hard to motivate, you know, a lot of girls when you're starting really slow. But
of course,
eventually, we took it day by day, and we really didn't force everyone to, oh, you have to be this, you have to be that. We grew and learned from each other as days go by, as trainings go by. So, yun lang, we really were patient with each and every one of us.
Patience, I think yun. That was really key as well. Of course, you were at the forefront of this team. Libero-captain nga, as I mentioned, of the Blue Eagles. Kumbaga, before, as you said also, may mga ates ka, but this time, ikaw yung kinukonsider na lang ate. Kasi the first Libero-captain, actually, tama ba ako? The first Libero-captain in Philippine volleyball. Di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi parang before, hindi yata pwede
Bawal, sakto.
Oh,
For
tas
my
ngayon pwede na.
first,
You're right.
Yung FIVB.
Oh, were you surprised first pala when you were named the captain, or is it something that you felt that you were ready for, since alam naman natin leadership also runs in your blood, with Manong Kiefer, Kuya Thirdy becoming captains as well, and ikaw nga, kumbaga, you've been with the team for so long, and diba, you deserve that title.
Siguro kuya, it's more on, like, I got surprised when I was named game captain. Kasi ever since, you know, we all know how Coach O runs his system. There's always more than one captain. So technically, it was me, Faith, and Vani. Tapos, hindi niya naman kasi ina-announce ko sino yung game captain. We just wear our jerseys, and then if may underline, uy, ikaw yung captain. So parang for me, it was really never sana ako yung captain, because it will come naturally naman. And I know naman Coach O will trust me even if hindi man ako gawin captain. I know I'm one of the leaders, one of the ates. So it's just, honestly, for us, it's just another, you know, a line under your number. So I wouldn't say I got surprised, because even nung second year ko, sophomore year, with me and Jules and Pongay, I was already part of the ates na. So, ganun naman si Coach O, sinasabihan niya na even if you're a rookie or a sophomore, you can lead the team. So, yun.
Alam mo, when we spoke to Coach Oliver Almatro, Coach O, before the stepladder semis, he had nothing but praises to say about how you were as captain. Sabi pa nga ni Coach O na you're an amazing leader, especially during the off-season. You initiated everything for the team, and you really took care of your teammates. Those are really nice things to hear from your coach, na, di ba nga, inalagaan mo yung teammates mo, you initiated everything for the team. Kamusta yung pakiramdam na marinig mo yon at ganun yung, kumbaga, tingin sa'yo nga ni Coach O?
Wala eh. Parang if pwede lang makuha yung recording na yun, save ko sa phone ko forever.
Ito.
Yeah, I'll screenshot that forever.
Ayan, screenshot mo. Sige, yan.
Very, me and Coach O, we went through hell and back together, especially this season. Dami naming challenges together na narinig, mga doubts and everything. But at the end, when you hear your own coach saying that, na parang sobrang thankful siya, my heart is very overwhelmed and very appreciative of everything that Coach O has done, not only for me, but the entire team. Lahat naman kami nag-sacrifice. And, those things, honestly, yung alagaan ng teammates, because some of the girls from the province, sa amin nagstay, Casa Ravena. So sabi ko sa mom ko, ma, parang yung mga teammates nila Kuya and Manang from the province, dito rin tumira for a while. Pwede naman tayo. Turn ko na. So, yung mga, my parents, of course, and my family, very supportive. Inalagaan niya namin talaga yung mga bago and those who really wala pang house dito sa Manila.
Yeah.
But, honestly, it's something na parang little lang for us. But nakikita natin and na-realize ko kay Coach O, it's something big for him. Kasi iba yung tulong na nadala ko for the team. But honestly, yun nga, I'm very, very thankful lang na my coach really saw and appreciated everything that we did.
Alam mo, yun din ang maganda talaga. I know we can hear your dogs there and it's okay kasi ako naman din, I have a dog myself. Grabe, pag pumunta dyan sa house mo, ang daming dogs. But the thing about Casa Ravena and of course the house of the Ravenas, parang open siya sa lahat. I mean, di ba, ganun ka-welcoming yung family niyo na talagang, di ba, ang dami daming pwede magstay, di ba?
Ang daming borders here.
Oo, ang dami. Si Lars lang, si Larry. Tagal na yata dyan. Ano yung important lesson na hindi mo makakalimutan, Dan, or natutunan mo from Coach O?
Siguro yung rising above the challenges. Kasi, dun nabuo ni Coach yung walang duwag na Ravena. And ever since naman din, tumapang ako lalo as a player. And more so this season na parang I had to learn how to balance my emotions well. I had to be more patient. I have to be an ate, both on and off the court, the maturity level. Although, sabi ko nga sa kuya, na 3 years lang talaga ako naglaro, technically, in UAAP. So, instead of looking at, 3 years lang yon, iniisip ko talaga siya. Kasi may fear na parang baka kulang, I'm not the leader yet na kailangan nila, or I don't know how to be a proper leader yet. But, instead na parang looking back na kulang yung time, iniisip ko na out of all the girls, ako yung may pinaka-experience with UAAP, with Coach O. So, I just really did my best and hopefully naman, I left a lot of learnings sa team and for sure lalaban pa rin yung team next year.
Dan, nag-enjoy ako. I hope our viewers and I'm sure your fans also enjoying this conversation. Daldalan pa tayo. Tuloy pa natin to. But for now, I attend to your dogs first. Time out muna tayo. Grab a glass of water. We'll take a quick break. But for now, let's take a look at our quiz question of the day. Which team did Ateneo face in Dani Ravena's UAAP debut? Let's see if Dani also remembers. We've got the correct answer for you. Later on the show, Sports Desk, we'll be taking a timeout. We'll be right back. Stay tuned only here to CNN Philippines. Welcome back to Sports Desk, only here on CNN Philippines. And we still have with us today, Tuesday, the outgoing Libero-captain of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, the one and only, and the youngest, unica iha of the Ravena family. There is Daniel Therese Ravena, or Dani.
Hello again.
Gusto ko talaga binabanggit yung full name mo eh. Parang bio, fave color, birthday. Dan, 5 years, but only 3 complete seasons in Ateneo. You debuted back in season 80. You won a championship in season 81. Yung 82 naman naputol, di ba? That was when the pandemic hit. And then 83 was canceled altogether. And here we are, season 84. Again, going back to what I was saying kanina, parang ang bilis. Ganun din ba yung feeling mo na parang kailan lang, season 80, ngayon we're here in season 84, ang daming nangyari. How would you describe and assess your entire career with the Blue Eagles? Is it also, may ganun din ba, like yung parang sabi ko nga na, it came by so fast? Or how would you assess your entire stay with Ateneo?
Honestly, I wouldn't say fast kasi we would still continue studying eh. Kung volleyball lang titingnan, ang bilis talaga, sobrang bilis. Bitin na bitin yung 2 years. But again, diba, we all know you're student athletes, so kahit wala yung volleyball, you have to study.
Yeah.
Hindi naman tumigil yung pag-aaral even dun sa pandemic, kahit na online classes na have to
That's
study.
right.
So it wasn't really that overall that fast, but definitely if I have, to turn back time, sana hindi na nangyari, of course, yung pandemic. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm very, very blessed naman sa lahat na experience and learnings na natutunan ko with the blue and white.
Any regrets, Dan?
Siguro yung mga bad games. Yung mga bad games ko, yung mga wala akong depensa and receipt. But no, I think naman, regret. Siguro, I wouldn't say regret, but wala namang athlete ang may gustong hindi mag-champion. So, especially on my last year, I wouldn't say regret, but if, we could have done something more, syempre gagawin namin. But, God's plan. So, just to trust it.
Yeah. Actually, yung stepladder nga ngayon, di ba? Shades of, sabi ko nga, even to your mom, yung 76, di ba? Sabi ko, mukhang ganun din yung mangyayari, di ba? Yung di ba, that would have been something else if it happened. Oo, di ba? Yung Cinderella din na stepladder kinayod. Well, coming into Ateneo, hindi ka naman yung or di ba yung highly recruited na player, like let's say a Faith Nisperos or a
no, definitely not a recruit
or
even.
A. Laure of UST, di ba? Walk in. Oh, exactly. We know hindi naman mawawala talaga yung doubters, yung bashers. Alam mo naman yun, Dan, di ba? Especially now in this time of social media. Siyempre, di ba, people, ang daming sinasabi na, kaya naman nandyan, Dani Ravena, kaya naman ganito, ganyan, so on and so forth. And alam naman natin na napaka-passionate, minsan toxic na to some extent ang volleyball and sports fans in general. But how were you able to overcome that throughout your career?
Oh, I definitely wouldn't have been able to survive it without my family, especially yung mom ko. Kasi, I don't think there's a person who can say na hindi ka affected with the negativity, the bashers. I don't, I honestly think na some way, somehow, it will get into you and I will get through you na parang ma-affect ka talaga. Even if hindi ka nagbabasa, you'll still hear it eh. So, my mom really told me and she really pulled me back when during the season, I was really doubting myself na parang, kaya ko ba to? Especially yung slow start namin. I was doubting myself, not just a libero, as an ate, as a leader, parang, bakit ba ako yung nandito sa position na to? And, she really motivated me continuously, never gave up. So, I think growing up naman, you'll come to realize na ikaw yung nagtitraining, ikaw yung gumigising ng 5:30 na umaga, ikaw yung nagpapagod, naghihirap. And so why would you listen to people who are just online and, not even doing anything or not even related or walang may connect sa'yo? Bakit mo sila ipapa-affect sa buhay mo and the things that you love to do? So yun na yun sa akin, just to stay humble all the time despite, yung critics. I'm not yet naman a very, very good libero. So I still accept criticism, definitely. Pero yung mga hindi naman nakakatulong sa akin or just plain bashing lang, then, irrelevant na yan for us.
I like that. I like that mindset. I hope that inspires young girls na, who would go through that same, di ba, na, kasi especially in this world, yun nga, social media, daming ganon, di ba, and yung mga marites or mga mema, di ba, and then, hindi mo mawawala talaga yun eh. So, I like how you handled that situation. You also had to transition actually to the libero position.
Yeah.
Kwento mo sa amin, what was that like for you? Because it's not easy when you change your position and especially, yung switching positions and learning that craft and mastering that craft, di ba?
Actually, I'm still learning and mastering it right now. And it's, being a libero, people think na, oy, siguro yun yung, if not the easiest position because all you have to do is defend. But honestly, being a libero, it's more than the skills. It's also mindset. Now you have to get every single ball that you can. So that's something I'm still learning, trying to learn. Coming from my first year, I was a setter. I would compete pa ng PBL as a setter with Coach Tai. And then a month before UAAP, I remember in our training in Thailand, sabi lang ni Coach Dai, oh, you go libero now. And I'm like, syempre, di ka makano kay Coach Dai na parang, ganun, rookie ka na parang swerte ka na nga lang na sa team ka. Biglang, pag sinabi ni Coach Dai, now you libero now. I'm like, okay, I'll just do my best. I'll just try to do my best. So, yun. And then, syempre, na-enhance ko, with Coach Owen, and still enhancing it naman up to now.
Siyempre, hindi ka makahindi kay Coach Tay. Takot mo na lang. Takot mo na lang kung ano. Pag may sinabi si Coach Tay, bundit sa'yo na, change, libero, do this. Okay ka na lang.
Okay lang.
Exactly. Dan, I'm sure you heard me earlier about that question. Before we continue this conversation, first, let's find out the answer to our quiz question of the day. And the question I asked earlier was, here it is, which team did Ateneo face in Dani Ravena's UAAP debut? Do you still remember, Dan?
I just remember my first, I don't know if it was the first game, but I remember my NU game. Because that's like one of the games na I did well as a rookie. So, yun lang naalala ko, but I'm not sure.
That is the correct answer. Yes. NU, Lady Bulldog. Sabi mo na ba, NU? Unfortunately, Ateneo did lose to NU in 5 sets in that match. But you, Dan, you had a solid game in your first game. Yeah, 9 excellent digs and 10 excellent receptions. Tama, di ba? Solid game yun. That was a solid game on your first game.
For a rookie, Gabby.
Yo, naman. So for a rookie,
Thank you. Nakapasok, nakalaro. So,
that was solid on your first game. 5-setter pa yun. Nabanggit ko nga kanina, Dan, of course, end of your career in the UAP, but end of an era sa Ateneo. Kasi ikaw na yung last sa mga Ravena. I did ask, and jokingly, sabi ko sa mom mo, last na nga of the Ravenas, unless may tinatago pa kayong isa dyan na Raven. Sabi ko, tanong
Mom? Wala naman, no, Ma? Wala naman.
Tatanong daw niya si Papi Bong, si Tito Bong. Baka meron dyan, baka may makita ako dyan na...
Last na ako, please.
baka yung mga corgi or yung Frenchie niyo. Talk about what you and your brothers were able to accomplish. What do you think about that legacy when, di ba, everything is all said and done, that the Ravena siblings left in Ateneo and sa UAAP?
I think more than the achievements na, my brothers really worked hard for, and even me, more than those, it's more on the attitude na we brought to Ateneo. It's something na parang despite nga all the criticism, all the doubts, kasi kami, yung family namin, suotin mo lang yung jersey, parang bigat na eh. Wala pang ginagawa, diba? Like, me especially, parang suot ko pala yung jersey, parang ang bigat na nito, ganun. But, I think, yun nga, yung attitude namin, I mean, we were raised, I would like to say na we were raised by very strong parents. So, of course, thankful talaga kami for my mom and my dad na,
of course,
they never gave up. And ever since the beginning, they knew that we were all capable of doing something great. And it may be in different aspects in different sports, but at the end, if you have that support system with you, parang it feels like you can do anything eh. Kasi na mayroong 100% someone has your back. Even with sila Mano and with sila Kuya, when I was playing na for the blue and white, sila talaga yung supported. Nakita nyo naman, pag may nang-aaway sa akin, grabe rin sila. Grabe rin yung pagka-protected nila. Which something na parang nagulat ako kasi if there are bashers na kay Mano or kay Kuya, they would just keep quiet. Like if someone's bashing them, they would keep quiet. Pero when someone's bashing me, it's like sobrang protective. Which also for me, ganun yun ako sa kanila. Parang I'm more protective of them than of myself. So,
of course.
I mean, like the attitude that we all brought, we're all different and when it comes to playing, pero yung heart and yung drive namin to really be better. I think that's something na we hope na we really brought into the Ateneo.
Yes, I did tell your mom that. Like, the way they raised you three and yung puso ng isang Ravena, hindi mo maaalis yun. And sabi mo, tama, mabigat. Basta suot mo lang yung may Ravena. Siyempre, daddy mo si Bong, mami mo si Mozi. What's next for Dani Ravena? Pros na ba? Is there a team already? Baka I can fish it out from you. What's next for you, Dan?
Siguro, this week talaga, my mom really helped me into making a decision, or I haven't really made one yet, but may leaning towards something na. But again, di ko ba masabi kasi it's not yet 100% sure. So I'm just really, really praying na Lord would, show me signs na yun yung tama. I wouldn't say yet, sorry Kuya Andre, but definitely really, really soon. Kasi I'm deciding whether to play or to study it. So yun lang naman, either play or to study again. I want to go to pursue vet school, so that's also in the table. So yeah, diba, alam mo naman, ang dami namin dog dito, kailangan libre na yung medical nila. Ang bigat na sa wallet. So I'm studying para sa
vet
dogs namin. But definitely, playing for the pros is another dream of mine. So I still have to really make a decision.
At least, mag-change vet na rin ako. Pupunta na rin ako sa'yo kung matuloy ka doon.
Yan, sa amin ka na, yung dog mo.
But if ever you're gonna play here, di ba? Not abroad. Tama ba?
Definitely no.
Okay. How about becoming a volleyball analyst? Or kasi we also see you, I see you're also into media, you do, di ba? Nag-anchor, nag-analyst ka din. But how about being an analyst like Queen Mother Mozzie? Alam mo naman natin, pag sinabi Dani Ravena, talagang the. Diba? Baka ikaw na yung kunin namin instead of her.
Hindi, sabi nga nila, kasi parang yung era na back to you, Boom and Mozzie. Baka iba na lang. Baka si Kuya Boom will still be back. So back to you, Boom and Dani na. Pwede naman. Sounds
diba?
But syempre, as super love ko yung volleyball. So anything na related to volleyball, whether or not it's, playing or nagiging sports analyst, I'm definitely really up for that, and something new, and I'm very excited lang. Hopefully doors will open, and eventually I'll know what I'll do after college.
Dan, wala na tayong oras. Gusto ko pang patagalin, pero wala na tayong oras. Coaching din, I'm sure pag-usap. Oo nga, daldal natin dalawa eh. Dan, always a pleasure talking to you. I'm so happy, proud of you, baby girl. Thank you so much.
Kuya Andre.
I have known you since you were a little girl. And congratulations. Let us know what your next plan is. Again, we just spoke to outgoing Libero-captain of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, the youngest Ravena sibling, the one and only Daniel Therese Dani Ravena. Thanks, Dan.